Hello, everyone, and welcome to September's General Energy Forecast for September 2022. So remember, with our general energy forecast, that's exactly what it is. This is just generalized energies that we are working with for the month of September 2022. So we're going to be working with the following decks. We're going to be working with our first deck, which is going to be giving us the foundation, and that is the Sacred Destiny deck. So we're going to be really looking at the Sacred Destiny. What is the foundation? Hey Shirley, hey Trudy, thanks for joining, thanks for being here. So we're looking, what is the foundation? What is the landscape that we're going to be working with for the month of September? Then from there, we're going to go to the Enchanted Map deck. And from the Enchanted Map deck, that's going to give us our clue where it is we need to start heading or what it is we need to look out for. And then from there, we're going to go to the Gateway Oracle. And the Gateway Oracle is going to give us an affirmation. It's going to give us some journaling prompts to really get us to see, okay, what is September all about? What can I learn in September? What knowledge or wisdom can I gain in September? So we're going to go first, like I said, to the Sacred Destiny deck. And this is going to give us our foundation for the first week of September. Okay, so our foundation for the first week of September is change. So this is our foundation. This is the landscape. We're looking at what is it that I need to shift or change in my life. So this is during that first week of September. What do I need to shift? What do I need to change? And, I got a beautiful sign today for my little table that I get to decorate. And basically what it says is fall is an example of how change is beautiful. Remember, change is neither good nor bad. Change simply is. We are simply going through a change. We're going through a shift. And that means that we're going to have to drop some things in order for other things to come into our present moment. Okay? So we also have a second card for our foundation, which is leadership. And this is giving us that invitation and asking us, okay, are we following our North Star? Because that's really what I was drawn to in this card, is the North Star. And so this says, where is your North Star? When it comes to this change, who is leading that change? Are you following the North Star? Are you following Spirit? Or are you saying, well, this is the change that I, being the ego, need to make? We have to remember one important thing about the ego. It's going to see the fault. It's going to see the crack in our china. It's not going to do anything about it. It's just going to be like, yeah, it's there. I'm not going to do anything about it. It's going to make us believe that it's doing something about it in the world and be like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. When in fact, it's not really doing anything. It's just playing around. That's all it's doing. It's just playing. It's not really doing anything. So let's go ahead and let's see what is our next card for that first week of September from the Enchanted Map. Okay, so now we're adding to this energy of now decision. Okay, the power of decision is my own. Now that's a Course in Miracles quote. It's from one of the lessons. So the power of decision is my own. I always have the ability to choose. Even not making a choice is still a choice. So this first week, we get these opportunities. We get these choice points. Am I going to do what I did so I get what I got? Or am I going to take the path less traveled? Am I going to go towards revelation? Am I going to go towards something that's new and different? Or am I going to keep on choosing the same old, same old? Remember, we're in this crux of change. And remember, change doesn't just mean the physical. It means also the emotional. It means the mental. What are we willing to shift and change? Where do we need to start making a new decision? Where does there have to be movement? And it doesn't have to be quick movement. It's slow and steady. Okay. No one is asking us to, do it now, do it now, do it now. It's just you have an opportunity. And it's saying, okay, are you going to take that opportunity? Are you going to take it slow and steady and allow it to unfold and allow yourself that time to process? Or are you just going to, use the path that you've always taken and just keep on getting what you got? So now let's see what is the questions that we can ask ourselves or the affirmation for the first week of September. The first full week of September, because I understand that we're already in the month of September, but I like to do it when we have a full week. Okay, so for the month of September, ooh, this is beautiful. I love how this is what I love, when Spirit just makes everything work. So it is emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. So in the first week of September, we're asked to look at what needs to change, what needs to shift. We're asked to look at who is leading this shift, who is leading this change. Then from there, we're asked to make a decision. Are we going to do what we did so we get what we got, or are we going to choose something new? We have that power. We have the power of decision. It is our own. Even not making a decision is a decision. And then we're going to start that movement, and we're going to start slow and steady. No one's asking you to do it all at once. No one's telling you that you have to. And then we're asked to emerge into grace. So let's see, what questions can we ask ourselves for this first week as we emerge into grace? So let's see. And these are all in alphabetical order. Here we go. Okay, so here's the questions that we can ask ourselves. How does the Spirit of grace want to work in my life? What has blocked it from filling my life in the past? If I truly let go and open myself to grace, what would unfold? Okay, so this is really beautiful, because if we look at this whole thing about change, change is terrifying to us. We don't really like change. Even people that say they like change, they don't really like change. And what it comes down to is just that fear of the unknown, not knowing, and, this constant story that's playing in our minds. And so we're asked to really start changing that story, changing our minds about the change, about the shift. That's all that's being asked of us. So now let's go to the second week and let's see what else we're working with here. Also, actually, before we move on to that, when it comes to this emerging into grace, remember, grace is merely when you stop and allow Spirit to truly do for you and do through you, which means you give up your judgment about the situation or the person or the change or whatever it is. You give that up and are willing to allow Spirit to move for you and through you. So you can really ask yourself as well, have I really allowed Spirit to move through me and for me, or have I been resisting that? And if I've been resisting that, why have I been resistant to it? So this is now for the second week. What is our foundation for the second week of September 2022? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so our next one is truth. So we're sitting in the truth. Our foundation is truth, and so it looks like we're going to be having two foundational cards, at least for the first 2 weeks. It's truth and new beginning. Truth and new beginning. So that's where we're starting. That's the foundation of the second week. It's new beginnings and focusing on the truth. So let's go to truth here and let's read a little bit about it. Let's see what she says about truth. It says, be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Find your truth. Listen for what is sincere and honest in others. One of the most difficult things to know is what's true for you and what isn't. Sometimes it takes sincere silence to find your inner voice of truth. But once you find it, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic. Share your truth with others. Release relationships in which you cannot be yourself and can't be real. Begin being genuine can allow your spirit to fly and the song of the soul to be heard throughout all the universe. So right there, new beginnings into truth. That is our crux. And I love how it goes perfectly with the first week, because the first week we're making a change. The second week we're starting that new beginning. And where are we starting that new beginning from? We're starting it from a place of truth. Okay, so then let's see what our direction is, okay? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we have another 2 cards. So what's happening? We're going through this new beginning, and it's beginning that metamorphosis. Being genuine sometimes gets me in trouble. Well, that's something you got to look at there, Shirley, because if being genuine gets you in trouble, okay, then what you're really saying is the truth of who you are is a troublemaker. The truth of who you are is bad. The truth of who you are isn't bad. The genuine you isn't bad. And it doesn't necessarily get you into trouble. What it does is it may begin to trigger others through a response. They're going to respond to your genuineness and be like, ooh, normally Shirley is a people pleaser, and now she's standing up for herself. Excuse me? No. That's not your role. That's not the role that I've given you. Now, you're taking off that mask and showing the truth. And sometimes people don't know how to take that truth, the truth of who you are, the genuineness that you are, because it is something you haven't taught them that this is you. They're still used to the mask. And so you got to release that mask and be willing to be more genuine more of the time. So that way they know, that way they are aware that the truth of you is shining through. So then when we come to our direction, what is the direction? Well, we have a spark. That's our first card. And spark is all about what is it that lights us up? What is it that just brings us this joy, brings us excitement? And as we learn what that is, we begin to go through that metamorphosis. And surely that's really just what we were talking about, is, you going through your own metamorphosis about your genuine self and about you standing in your own genuineness. It's that metamorphosis. It's that shift. It's that change. And so, that's that spark as well. What is bringing you to life? What is triggering this new beginning, this shift in perception? And then we're going to go to our what is this deck called? The other deck, the Gateway Oracle. And here it is. New birth. So our giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world again. So, and I pulled it off the top. That was it. You are welcome. Always, Shirley. Always a pleasure. So this is giving birth. So, we're bringing new energy into the field of possibility. So giving. G. Let's see, where are we with G? G. All right. Is there anything I've been putting off that I need to birth into my life? Is there something I've put forth that I regret and haven't acknowledged? I am ready to birth a new way of expressing myself into the world. So, really beautiful. And it goes right along with what I was telling you, Shirley. So we are starting that new beginning from that place of truth and seeing what really sparks our interest. What is it that we want to bring into the world? How do we want to begin to express ourselves? We're in this age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius asks us, how can I show up to be of service? How can I show up to be of service? That's the metamorphosis. That's that shift. That's that change, is in the way that we are showing up. And so then that's what we're giving birth to, this new way of being. All right, so that's the first week. That's the second week. Let's go to the third week and let's see what is our foundation for the third week of September. Okay. So let's see what we have. Oh, beautiful, beautiful cards. All right. So what we're going to be moving into here is adventure and illumination. Oh, the 23rd. Well, a happy early birthday to you, Trudy. So we have illumination. So, Trudy, this is really beautiful for you because this is the third week. So this is around your birthday. So this is where you're going to be seeking for that illumination and adventure so that you can dive into abundance. And remember, abundance isn't just about money. It's about the experience of security. It's about coming to the acknowledgement that Spirit is the provider and has already given you everything. There is no gap between what the divine has given you and you receiving it. So we are having this illumination. We're kind of going on a little bit of an adventure where we're having that sense of like, I want to go out. I want to do things. I want to explore a little bit more, either innerly or outerly. And that's going to lead us into this beautiful state of abundance, into this beautiful garden space. And I love that I said garden space, and you're never going to guess what card came out. The gentle gardener, the gentle gardener. And I love the affirmation that Colette uses with this. This is card number 2. Be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is in the embodiment of the energy within you, is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. What is the quality of that energy? So again, we are, seeing this beauty and saying, okay, so I'm ready to embark on this adventure into illumination and abundance, but I need to look at the quality of the energy that I am currently putting out. What is, the quality of the energy that I am putting out? Being honest with yourself with that. And how do we know the quality of the energy that we're putting out? We can see it reflected in the world. If we're seeing a world full of, death, desolation, destruction, sadness, grief, misery, then we know that's coming on in here because what's happening? The world is not happening to you, it's happening from you. So then we pull our card. I can't make this up. I love that I'm able to just kind of pull it off the top and there it is. What do we need to do? Be willing to expect the miracle. Miracles are blossoming in my life. And what is a miracle? Remember, the Course in Miracles tells us a miracle is nothing more than a shift in perception from fear to love. So as we go on this adventure, as we enter into this illumination and see what is the energy that we are currently reflecting. Today I was talking about the negative energy from others and it disturbs me. Miracles, yes. So beautiful. I'm so glad that you were able to be like, okay, this energy is disturbing me. The reason that it's disturbing me is because it's triggering something. What is the story that it's currently triggering? Well, maybe people are negative. Maybe people don't know how to talk to me. Maybe people are just rude. Maybe people are just mean. And we look at that. That's part of the adventure and that's part of the illumination because what are we illuminating? We're illuminating the story that's there. I'm reading a fabulous book or actually studying a fabulous book as well, the Course in Miracles, as well as Surrender, which is, surrendering into, I cannot remember the name of the book. I just remember Surrender. But really what the author says and what the Course says are the same thing. You do not have two minds. You do not have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. It's all mind. It's all that. It's all the same thing. It's just one you have illuminated. And what is the illumination? It's your focus. The subconscious is stuff that you've pushed down and isn't illuminated with your focus because you're not willing to focus on it because it's uncomfortable and you don't necessarily want to look at that story because it's a trigger. And that's okay. We acknowledge it. We see it. Okay. And what do? We shift. How do we shift? We shift by expecting the miracle. We shift by saying, you know what? This need not be. Instead of me seeing my story, I want to see the truth. I want to see the illumination. That's what I want. What is the miracle? The miracle is the shift from fear to love. And I want to see the love, not the fear. Okay, so Shirley, I love that, these things that you're saying, as you see, you are being a key component in the reading because as you are saying the things that you're saying or, asking the questions that you're asking, you're actually helping the reading to unfold at an even deeper level because you're giving me these prompts and Spirit is able to answer those prompts through, just answering the question, even though there really wasn't a question answered. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So now let's go to our last week. Okay, so let's see what we have here for the last week of, if I can get these cards apart, September. Oh, beautiful. So what we're looking at here is these beautiful 3 cards. So we have our last 3 cards. And what we're looking at here is our security, love, and blessings. That is the last part of the 4th week of September. Our foundation is security. We're remembering, where is my security? My security is not in the world because my security does not exist in the world. My security is where? Where is my security? With the divine. And not only is it there, it's in love. And as I do, I come into those blessings. As I realize my security, as I realize my safety, then I get this blessing, not because I'm feeling the love, not because I'm choosing love, but because love and blessings are together. They come together. And so that's what we're really looking at. And I want to look at security a little bit deeper. So let's go to S for security, and let's see if we can go a little bit deeper with that. So you are safe and protected. No matter what occurs in your life, you are in safe hands. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let it go. Once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has a seatbelt on in the car, making sure you have insurance paid on time, or replacing the filters on your heating unit, then let it go. If you have been hyper vigilant lately, take a break, relax, and know that all is well. You can turn it all over to your Creator. And that's all that the Creator is ever asking for. The Creator is asking you to remember one thing and one thing in particular. It's asking you to realize where your safety is. Your safety is in the divine. And it's not about you like making it work. It's not about you making it happen. It's not about you making sure that, you still do the things that you have to do. However, you're not doing them from a place of fear. You're doing them from a place of love. Okay? So now let's go to our next card for the 4th week. Okay. So this makes a lot of sense. So as we come into this security, the love, the blessing, we're kind of entering into the unknown. The unknown. Okay? And it's unknown because we're not used to it. We're used to being the source of our safety, or we're used to having the source of our safety outside of us. And we have to just remember the source of my safety is within me. And even though she's headed into the unknown, it's not about fearing it. It's about knowing that the unknown is really the key to our blessing. Because we're moving, what are we moving to? We are moving outside of what we think and think we know into what is new for us. What is new for us. So, oh, you are welcome. It's my pleasure. So we're also going to look at card number 41, Unexpected Visitor. And this is, if you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for a miracle. So right there. So even if plans don't go as you think they should, it's okay. We don't need to panic. We don't need to, go into all this craziness. Spirit's got us. Spirit, please don't let me use this for my destruction, but instead for the coming of my peace. Hey, Christine, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. So that is, again, it's asking us, just because there's a detour in the road, just because we're kind of headed into unknown territory, doesn't mean that we have to freak out. It just means that we are on a path that we haven't tread before. And we have to be willing to remember, where is my safety? My safety is in Spirit. Spirit's going to guide me. Spirit's going to use me, in whatever way, because I believe in the magic, I believe in the miracles of life as I embark on this adventure. I'm embarking, I'm going, and I'm believing in the magic of Spirit. I'm believing in the miracle, and I am igniting my courage. I'm igniting my courage. That's all I'm doing. And what is courage? Remember, courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid. It means you do it in spite of the fear. Exactly, Shirley. It's one day at a time. No one's asking you to do it, right here, right now. Gotta be, come on. No one's asking that. One step at a time. So that is the reading for this month. It's a beautiful month of shifting and changing and new beginnings and adventure and blessings galore if we're willing to make a decision, go through that movement, take it slow and steady, see what sparks us as we go through that metamorphosis and say, what is the quality of the energy that I'm currently putting out? What are my thoughts and feelings focused on right now? And then knowing that a detour doesn't mean it's bad, doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. It just means maybe not right now. And maybe not even not right now. Maybe it just means that you just need to shift a little bit. That's it. So that is the reading for this week. Hey, Sharon, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. So that is the reading for the month. If you want, you can, of course, watch the replay. You can go check it out. I will post it tomorrow on my YouTube channel, which is in the description below if you want to watch the replay. And if you're interested in finding out more about me or how you can get your own personalized Miracle Mindset Monday, which is delivered to you every week on Monday, either we do it live or I just send you a video recording, which goes into detail about what's happening for you within that particular week for that month. And if you sign up for that, you get the whole entire month. It's not just 1 week. You get the whole entire month. So every week on Monday, you'll be receiving that email, or we will be setting up that call where you get that weekly reading, finding out, okay, what are the energies that I'm working with this week? How can I work with them better? And that's where, I'll pull cards, give you messages, so forth and so on. So have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you all soon.